Alert. CWF is live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coming off the craziest night in CWF history, tonight, questions need to be answered. After Fatback was destroyed by a possessed Nick Richards, where do they go from here? What is Rick Converse gonna do about the new aftermath? And what's to become of the amazing wrestler we all know as Chiva Kid? Plus tonight, Matt Houston and Lewis Moore get their Mid-Atlantic Tag Team title shot against the Goon Squad. And in a battle for redemption, an emotional Lee Valiant looks to climb back to the top against a motivated Zane Dawson with a future title shot at stake. All that and more tonight at High Tension.
For 7 years. 7 years I've hid behind of a mask. But that's not because I'm afraid of who I am. I'm not afraid to admit who I am. That woman right there, that is my mother. This man right here, that is my grandfather. And the man who's nursing a broken jaw right now at home, William L. Cross, that is my father. The man who broke that man's jaw is Trevor Lee. Maybe I had it coming. Just so happens at National Pro Wrestling Day, a day that should have opened doors for everyone in CWF. A stolen show for the CWF crew. And yes, unfortunately I broke Trevor Lee's jaw. It's an accident. It happens in professional wrestling.
It was an accident, baby.
All of these doors open for me. I take the ball and I run with it. But it's something in the back of my mind. As all these doors open, everyone's asking, why the mask? Why do you hide your face?
You don't need it, Drew.
And it was a decision of mine whether to take Chiva to everything I will go to or be myself.
Come on, baby. Step up.
At madness in any direction. Win, lose, or draw, I was going to take the mask off. And Arik, you would have been the lucky man to receive that mask as an honor. But Trevor Lee took that moment from me. You have my mask, Trevor? Well, I'm gonna be the guy that will have to break your jaw again to get it back if I have to. I want what is mine, and I know you're watching this in the back, bud. I can promise you, I will have my redemption.
Where's my partner?
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome their opponents tonight. Led to the ring by Barefoot Bobby Joe Neal. Please welcome them Killbillies.
Bell sounds, this one's underway. High tension is up and rolling. I'm the Commissioner Dangerous E. Corretto alongside my main man, Nick D. Nick, what do you think, man? We got the Killbillies versus the All-Stars once again.
Well, you know, Corey, it's good to be back here in the CWF Sportatorium. We've got a great opening match here at High Tension. It's going to be... I'm lost for words right now.
I'm lost for words because Ortega just got shot into McAllister at about 20 miles an hour and knocked him off his feet. Southpaw's ready to go.
Yeah, you can tell Eric Andrews and Evan Banks are ready in prime and ready for tonight's matchup here at High Tension. And of course, you got the barefooted guy, Bobby O'Neill, at ringside with him as well.
Oh, always. Appropriately enough, I don't see Coach out here. I wonder if when Coach isn't out here, I'm always concerned he's up to something. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, Coach is a busy guy. You know, he stays busy. I mean, he's got
his little league teams.
Yeah, you know, so he's got a whole, you know, roster of the All-Stars. So, you know, they've got a big matchup tonight, all of them. So he's got to be prepared. He's got to get his team focused. So
McAllister takes over on Andrews, backs him in the corner, lands some big right hands. Nice forearms, charges in, but takes a knee. Left hand, there's Southpaw throwing the left. Of course, that's why he's named Southpaw, because he's left-handed.
Tags made into the honky-tonk Evan Banks. And you know it.
The honky-tonk?
Honky-tonk.
It's Honky Kong.
Honky Kong.
He's not the honky-tonk man, in fact, although he might be as lazy.
Honky-tonk, Honky Kong. Same thing. They're both southern.
It's not the same thing.
Anyway.
Oh, we all look the same to you, Nick D. I understand. Nice racial humor here to start out High Tension.
Tags back to
Honky-tonk man tags in Southpaw, according to Nick D. He does not look like the honky-tonk man, in fact.
I know you're going to kill me for that tonight, but Honky Kong, Evan Banks,
Honky Kong.
There we go. I'm sorry about that. I know Evan will probably listen back and probably will fuss me about it, but it's anyway, getting back to the matchup, I told you there goes my guy right there. I got it I'm very high of in the Fury and El Fuego.
Okay.
El Fuego.
We should call him El Fury.
El Fury, I like that name.
Whoa, trading right here in the middle. Southpaw not known for his chops, but he don't mind giving them. He prefers pork chops. Sit in, Ortega goes for the clothesline, ducks under, comes off, catches him with a clothesline.
The CWF Tag Team Division is definitely one of those things that, to me, in my opinion, is one of the best here in CWF. You've got so many teams. You got the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws, you got the Goon Squad, you got the Killbillies, you've got Michael McAllister and Jesse Ortega. It's so many different teams that at any time and opportunity, you could have a chance at the tag team titles.
Well, absolutely. And let's bring up the fact that the Killbillies have still only lost one match. Nice jumping leg lariat for Ortega, takes Evan down, covers him, hooks the leg, but no. They only have one loss on their record. Still, to this day, they have been a team for over a year now. There's not many teams that can claim that.
And that's the thing that you have to admire about the CWF Tag Team Division, Commissioner. You know, like I said, you've got a lot of different teams. At any time, you can have another team put together and it could have a remarkable run like the Killbillies.
I even went on record one time as saying I want them to lose. So that way it's easier to schedule matches for them. They ran through everybody. But just like everybody else, they lost those belts. They started back at the bottom. They didn't want the immediate rematches. They wanted to start at the bottom and work their way back up. And at the bottom they are. Take it on, Michael McAllister and Jesse Ortega.
El Fury.
El Fury.
El Fury is what we're going to start calling him. El Fury, Michael McAllister and Jesse Ortega.
McAllister choking blatantly right in front of referee Red Jones. It's only a disqualification if he reaches the count of 5. Of course, if you're watching this and don't know the rules of pro wrestling, why are you watching this?
You got a standard 5 count. If not, it's a disqualification. The crowd is actually, you can tell the crowd is actually into this matchup tonight. Everyone is watching this matchup with close precision here at the CWF Sportatorium.
Nice atomic drop, makes the tag to southpaw. He catches, he just runs over McAllister. He didn't care. That magic elbow pad of his, I asked him about that, and he really didn't have a good answer for it. Breaking down pretty quick. We've only been going about 5 minutes, and we're in a fight. Are we picking up where madness in any direction left off?
It looks like you're here at high tension. I mean, you go from madness in any
Small
direction.
package for Ortega, 1, 2, no, close.
You go from madness to any direction to high tension, so you know that the momentum and the energy is going to be picked up here at the CWF Sportatorium.
The guys in the promotional staff think I didn't get the joke. This is being, you know, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube or on DVD, this event was recorded on April 20th. Very clever, guys. Thank you, slick.
You know, 420 has a different meaning for different people.
Michael McAllister going for a rolling reverse. I have no idea why. Southpaw just likes to do stuff to irritate me. Nice stunner. Catches him. Side rush and leg sweep floats over to the cover. 2 and 3. The Killbillies pick up a big win on their way back to the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships.
It's National Rick Converse Day.
Rector scale.
I can't get it out. I can't get it out.
Available in the gift shop, in the lobby.
The lobby. Go pick them up. Rick Converse.
Take home a piece of Rick Converse today.
National Rick Converse Day, everybody.
And ladies and gentlemen, the next bout tonight is scheduled for singles action, 1 fall, with a 10-minute time limit. Please welcome Mecca Mercenary! LeBron Kozone!
Nick D, it's rematch time here at High Tension. A rematch from several months ago. The Mecca Mercenary taking on LeBron Kozone. I don't think Kozone's going to fare any better than he did the first time.
Well, is one thing that you've got to mention, Mecca Mercenaries coming off a impressive win against Aaron Biggs last time at Madison.
Tough match, way tougher than he anticipated.
And as he was coming to the ring, you actually saw a little bit of dialogue between Aaron Biggs and Mecca Mercenaries. So tonight, you know,
Let's play attention. That's why we named the show that.
High tension already.
Nick D, thanks for showing up. Reading the poster. Of course, Mecca Mercenary defeated LeBron Kozone in roughly 3 minutes last time out. LeBron already having a better showing this time out. Nice enziguri backs the big man up. Tries to Irish whip the big man. Huge mistake. There goes Kozone with a big drop kick, but Mecca just punches him in the back of the head.
Well, you've also got to understand, you've got Cecil Scott in the corner of Mecca Mercenary.
Exactly right. Cecil Scott, a shift leader at Target. He got promoted. He's not really, I just say that because he looks like one. He had a red shirt. Oh, look at.
You know,
he was going to help him up, I guess, and he tripped and kicked him.
Cecil's a guy that's definitely going to get his shots in when he can, so you've got to come to expect that when you got a guy like Cecil Scott.
Cecil Scott, it's actually going to help him in the ring, and Joey doesn't care. Joey's like, it's fine, help him up.
Joey Hogan's officiating.
Mecca covers him. Not much of a cover, but LeBron Kozone makes it out. Kozone not faring much better. I was mistaken in that earlier statement. Hooks him up. Huge scoop slam. Breaking every single rib in Kozone's body. And then he kicks him. You know what? I've had my encounters with Mecca, but I kind of like this new style. I'm just going to kick you in the face.
You know, Mecca doesn't really talk much.
He's getting upset. I think I heard some words there.
The crowd is starting to actually get behind Kozone right now.
Look at Kozo, full head of steam, takes off, clothesline, nothing. Takes off again, clothesline, nothing. I'd go to something else, kid. Yeah. I'd go pick your head up when the match is over, because you're going to need to. Because Mecca knocked it off, is what I'm implying, Nick D, if you didn't catch all that.
Kozone, you've got to give the guy credit. He's actually out here trying to do his best. You know, taking on a tough task like Mecca Mercenary. You got to hand it to the kid.
Oh, he asked for it. He said, you know, Corey, my last time out, I didn't fare so well. I didn't have a great showing. I want to give it another shot. And boy, is he regretting that. Mecca has him in the corners, just... If there's physically violating him is what I would like to say. Like, not in terms you think of, Nick D. I know how you roll, but.
Well, you know, they don't call me Nightlife for nothing. I mean,
Is that what they call you, Nightlife?
Yeah, you know, I always hang out in the streets of Greensboro, and I'm always trying to.
Oh, okay. I gave you a quarter a few months back.
Yeah. So.
Goes for the crossbody. Mecca catches him. He's dead.
Like I said, I got to give Kozone.
Oh! That's it.
Oh!
1, 2, 3. To the surprise of no one in attendance, and myself included, Mecca Mercenary defeats LeBron Kozone in shorter time than he did the first. Oh well, good luck next time.
And now he's actually...
3 minutes, 32 seconds, your winner by pinfall, the Mecca Mercenary!
Wait a minute, we're back. We're back on commentary. It looks like we got a little issue still with Aaron Biggs and Mecca Mercenary. Cecil Scott helping nothing. Just decides, I'm going to let this one go. I can't control these guys.
Definitely safe to say, Corey, it's not over between Aaron Biggs and the Mecca Mercenary.
Well, you're right to say that it's not over between Aaron Biggs and the Mecca Mercenary.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event tonight at CWF High Tension is scheduled for tag team action, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Welcome out first, representing the Black Watch, Chase Dakota and Joe Black. Please welcome back their opponents tonight, the tag team of Lance Loon and Jay Sin. This is The Set!
We're back, baby. Welcome back to the Y'all ready for this now?
Golga. Golga.
Yeah, that guy. My bad. Don't you do it, Daddy? Step off, Robbie. Check them yet? He looks frisky, check him.
Come on. Go.
Are you ready? More ready, Daddy.
Spring is underway here at CWF Mid-Atlantic, so that means we have the seasonal appearance of the set. Jason and Lance Lute, of course, and they're here taking on the Black Watch, consisting of Mr. Joe Black, also known as Joseph Blackwell in some circles, and the man known as Chase Dakota, accompanied by their manager. I punched him in the face at the last show, buddy. That was great. Solomon Spade.
Now, Corey, we've got to make sure that you keep this aware. Now, you're going to be able to keep your composure out here tonight.
Absolutely
after what happened
not.
At Madness in any direction.
No.
It's been well documented. Black Watch actually coming off a great win against the...
Hey, they may have won the match, but I got all the Solomon Spade. That's worth it. That's worth it for me. You see those tears on his face? They're real because I punched him in the paint and now they're stuck permanently.
Fair enough, fair enough. You know, I'm just letting the viewers know out
Enough
here.
of putting myself over, Nick D. Please continue.
As I was saying, you know, the Black Watch, for those that don't know who are listening to this right now, the Black Watch are coming off a great win at Madness in any direction against in a gang fight against Fatback.
Well, the group formerly known as Fatback Enterprises, I guess we could say now, alluding to what you said earlier, not Lance alluding, of course, alluding to what you said before in the first match, the tag team division here in Mid-Atlantic is firing up. We have two more top contenders for those tag belts right here.
Yeah, we've got Chase Dakota and Joe Black. It's, like I said, like we said earlier, the tag team division here in the CWF Sportatorium, CWF is Mid-Atlantic. It's definitely one of those at any given moment you can be called and get your title shot.
That's absolute truth. Not to allude to anything, again, not Lance alluding to it. Maybe later tonight we will see something similar. You may be foreshadowing an event to happen later on tonight. Right now, Lance Lute in control. Nice snapmare. Takes over on Chase Dakota. Nice chin lock there, making him hold all the weight. Now, granted, Lance Lute weighs about $160. You know, he's a pretty jacked little guy. Lance Lute, Jason, the set have been traveled all over the country and the world. They've been traveling the world, perfecting their elaborate entrance. You know, I got to tell you what, even if they don't ever win a match, that thing will get them on shows. It's been well documented. The last time they were here. Who documents this stuff? You keep saying well documented.
Hey, I do my research here. I do my research here, and it's been documented that
it's on paper.
Last time these guys were here, we're getting ready before a tour of Japan. They're now back, and as we see them back here in the CWF, who are they taking on? The Black Watch, the team of Chase Dakota and Joe Black.
Yes, Captain Obvious. What else do you have for us on that one? Well, thank you, Nick D, for that little tidbit. In fact, the match has been going on for nearly 5 minutes. If you haven't caught on what's going on, then again, what's wrong with you?
You've also got Solomon Spades out there in the corner, and I think...
And I hit him in the face.
I think he's going to be the one that's actually the wild card in this matchup tonight.
Jason, a big fella, comes in about 315. That's actually a lie. He doesn't weigh that at all. I just think it's funny. He's probably about 260, but backs him up. Clean break. Nice move there. Not sure why he did it, but that was very nice of him.
You know, Corey, I think this is a good matchup. This is a good measuring stick for the team of Chase Dakota and Joe Black. You know, they've been around here to CWF Mid-Atlantic, but to them to go up against a tag team, a veteran tag team like the set, can actually do dividends for them as a team and as a group, and it can be dividends as far as their potential here to CWF Mid-Atlantic.
There's a word that Gorilla Monsoon used to use to describe the Rockers, and that's tag team specialist. I think, oh my God, I'm done, I'm quitting. Jason just did a leapfrog and a drop kick. That was awesome, and then he hit him really hard. As I was saying, tag team specialists Lance Lute and Jason the set. Man, oh my goodness. What a pace these guys are setting early on. Chase Dakota takes offense to it. Ooh, you know, gets clubbed right in the back of the head.
You know, Chase Dakota has been, you know, he's been a guy that's been, you know, has been stepping up his game lately here in the CWF Mid-Atlantic and under the tutelage of Solomon Spade. So the Black Watch is definitely one of those teams here that you have to watch out for. And like I said, having a tutelage of someone like Solomon Spade.
Oh, nice move. Lance Lude takes off full head of steam, hits the ropes, and gets back dropped to the floor, taking out Black and Dakota.
One thing's for sure, if you're sitting ringside here.
Oh, no. No, Sin's going to dive. This is going to be, oh! God, I hate Solomon Spades so much.
That's why you have to watch a guy like Solomon Spades in a match like this.
I wanted to see Sin dive. How dare he? Oh, he's in the ring. Hit him in the face. Hit him in the face. Get him, Sin. Punch him right in the mouth. No, he's bartering. I don't know. He ducks. Sin eats the clothesline of Black and responds in kind, but not kindly. I like saying that. Body scissors up into a moonsault, lands on Black, kind of low too. No.
Only a 2 count. You've got to give, surprisingly, you have to give a team like the Black Watch credit. They're actually hanging in there with Lance Lude and Jason Dissett.
Absolutely. They're top contenders of the tag team titles. They should be. Referee Robbie Walsh opting not to give a warning on that low blow. Of course, it was an accident. He knew that. Oh. Nice move in the corner, drives both knees into the back of Lance Lude.
Crowd starting to get behind the set here at the CWF Sportatorium.
You want to talk about guys doing homework? Joe Black, when Lance Lude was a child, he had a lot of problems with his lungs. And he's actually taking advantage of that fact. He did it. You probably gave him a piece of paper on him, didn't you?
Hey,
you did a write-up.
Like I said, it's no mistake. When you're a tag team, you study great tag teams. And a tag team like the Andersons was a type of team that focused on the body part and knew how to use that to their advantage. Joe Black, that's what he's doing. He's
working over the lungs. Yeah, I got to say, he really is. Choking him. Trying to make him get that breath. He can't get it in. He can't breathe. He can't function.
You wear down the team the best that you can. It limits them. If you limit them the best, hey, 9 out of 10, you're going to come out with a victory.
Lude rolls out of the corner, but takes 2 feet to the face. Chase pulls him up and snaps it off with a neck breaker. Nice looking move there. A little flashy there for the Black Watch.
You know, the Black Watch I've noticed lately are starting to get a little bit of charisma. I know
they're comfortable now.
They're getting a little comfortable here in the CWF, starting to show little flashes of.
Well, once they get their nails done, you know, they just they party.
I mean, they're still a dark team that like I said, I see them in the back plenty of times. I stay away from them.
You are such a racist, Nick D.
Hey.
What, Nick D?
Sometimes it's like that sometimes. I don't want to mess up my clothes being back there. They scare me.
You don't want to mess up your clothes.
I don't want to mess up my clothes.
Being around the Black Watch in the locker room. Okay. What does that mean? Lance Lude gets between, almost makes the tag, but Dakota gets a hold of him. Good looking move there. Flips him over. Wow. That was incredible. It's rare that you get to see Chase Dakota actually outpower someone, but on this instance, he's able to do so. You know, better hope he doesn't get that tag to Jason, though.
Well, you know, Corey, ever since that matchup between Chase Dakota and Roderick Strong, you've actually seen Chase Dakota actually step up his game when it comes to being here in the CWF Sportatorium.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people called it an upset. Chase didn't. He's like, yeah, I beat him. Bring it up.
Double here by the Black Watch.
Lance Lude gets his way out. Wiggles free. Oh, man. Nice counter. Black Watch setting up a tag move. Didn't quite get it. Lude jumps through. Makes the tag to Sin. Here he comes. Clothesline. There's a big forearm. Chops him. Pops him.
Jason has came with a lot of aggression here in the matchup after receiving the tag.
Well, if there was ever a doubt by looking, obviously you're blind because Jason is the power man of the team. And the bald man, in fact. Whoa, that was close. Robbie Walsh even had to let me know that was a 2. Kenta knee takes down Sin. Lude meets Dakota in the middle with a body scissors arm drag. Up in the corner, here comes Lude, double knee, nice move. Joe Black looks dazed. Lude goes for another body scissor. He might be going to the well one too many times. Black's got him. Drapes him over the top, snaps it off. Wheelbarrow German suplex. Joe Black makes the cover. 1, 2, Sin. Oh, Sin gets there and breaks up the pin.
I actually thought the match was over. A good double team move by Chase Dakota and Joe Black.
Sin hooks up Dakota, snaps him off. Snapmare driver. Drop kick from Black sends Sin to the corner. Pulls up Lude, opts not to go after Sin. It might be a smart move. Sin propels his partner over the top, comes back through with an enziguri. There's another one from Sin. Black's down, can he cover him? He's right there. 1, 2, oh!
Had his foot
was under the rope. Robbie Walsh opted not to count the 3 because he was out of position.
Robbie Walsh was doing his job, and everybody knows in the rule books you cannot have your foot under the rope.
And and he got Solomon. He got him hard. Lude takes off, takes out Dakota. We're left with Sin and Black right in the middle.
We've had so much.
Oh, Solomon Spades hits that finishing move. Pulls Black. He's over on top. Robbie Walsh is distracted by what's going on the floor. Can Sin recover? Can he recover time 2? No, he can't.
And
that's all.
Like I told you, Solomon Spades would play a hand in this matchup. As you saw it, knocked out Jay Sin, pinned by Joe Black. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know about that call from rookie referee Robbie Walsh. I probably would have let that 3 count go down, but it's in the books now.
11 minutes and 11 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, the Black Watch. Bout tonight at CWF High Tension. His singles action scheduled for 1 fall, the 10-minute time limit. Please welcome Charlie Weston! And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent tonight, Donnie Dollars!
Young Charlie Weston does not know what he just signed on for. Donnie looks pissed.
Wow.
No music, no flash, no guns, no nothing. Donnie Dollars walks to the ring, a man alone, and he takes over on young Weston. Takes off, boom, nails him with a shoulder tackle, turns him inside out.
Now, Corey, I've got to say this.
Yeah.
I kind of like this new Donnie. He's focused. He's not flashy. He's going straight to the point and taking care of business.
I don't know if it's a new style or not, but I think he sees the face of Nick Richards every time he lands a punishing shot on young Charlie Weston.
For those that don't know, Nick Richards attacked Donnie Dollars at Madness in any direction.
If you want to call that an attack, I don't think there is a word in the English dictionary for what Nick Richards did to Donnie. That was just ridiculous.
Two friends
I mean, it wasn't just him betraying a friend. He betrayed all of us. Like, you know, don't even bring that.
I don't want to get you wound up. I'll get back to the matchup. Like I said,
Donnie Dollars boots him in the gut, hooks him up. He's going for the pump handle slam. That's it. He's done. Oh, Donnie is not covering him.
Donnie is
not going for the cover. He is picking him up. Donnie, oh my God. Oh!
Woo! Oh my God.
Donnie Dollars picks up a win, if you want to call it that. I call it a massacre. Nick Richards, I hope wherever you are, you get that message loud and clear.
I only have one thing to say. Nick Richards, if I ever see you in this ring again, it's over!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall in 1 minute and 27 seconds, Donnie Dollars.
All scars we earn them, all cars we learn them like the back of my hand. We watch the cops hopping out the back of them. With the Chiva Kid, this ain't a song update, home songs is the burden. The Spectrum Beamers, the girl, the campaigns, the playing me, God shot forever remain neighbors. Say the difference between me and them. They trying to get their guns, trying to get them in. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. In just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million boy. Wait, when you
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back his opponent tonight, and former CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Valiant! Come on! And ladies and gentlemen, it is official. The winner of this bout tonight will face the Mid-Atlantic Champion on May 4th.
Our first of 2 main events here at High Tension. Zane Dawson taking on Lee Valiant. The winner of this match will take on the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion on May 4th, whomever that may be.
Corey, have you traveled to London? It sounds like
I did. I got really excited for this. This is a world-class match right here in the Mid-Atlantic. 2 top 10 contenders, regardless of where they are or who they're against, taking to it one-on-one for the first time ever. Love it. I'm great.
You've got Zane Dawson. Everybody knows it. It's no secret. One half of the Dawson brothers. Against
Nick
Lee.
B, your useless facts just keep coming.
Against Lee Valiant. My new name for Lee Valiant is Mr. Redemption, because now he's out for redemption tonight.
There's no sugarcoating what's going on here. Lee Valiant wants redemption. He wants that Cinderella story. When he walked out of here 2 years ago, he gave up everything. Zane Dawson is offended by people like him. He's fought his entire life to get everything he has, even though he's taken a lot of shortcuts, as you'll see right here. these two guys really do deserve to be where they're at right now, facing each other for the opportunity they're going to get.
Well, you know, I had a chance to talk with Zane Dawson, you know, before tonight's show, you know, and I asked him, you know, why the singles? Why did you want to go the singles route? And you know what he told me, Corey? He told me that he wanted to prove to the world that he can do things on his own.
Well, he's been off and on a tag team competitor, of course, with his brother Dave Dawson, and sometimes that's convenient. But if you want to make your mark, you want to come to CWF Mid-Atlantic and you want to be the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. Zane Dawson has held so many singles championships across this state, I don't even want to mention. But now he's here, he's at the show, he is ready to be the champion. But the problem with that is he's got to face Lee Valiant, who is hungry. He is a true life Rocky Balboa in the flesh.
Lee Valiant, a CWF Mid-Atlantic champion. You know, if you keep up with CWF Mid-Atlantic, you know the history of Lee Valiant. He's traveled everywhere. He's back here. He's a former CWF Mid-Atlantic champion. He had the 60-minute Ironman match with Rick Converse for the CWF Mid-Atlantic title.
62-minute Ironman match.
62-minute Ironman match. So Lee Valiant is home. CWF is home for Lee Valiant. But Zane Dawson is here on a mission, and he wants to show the world that he is here to play as well.
Regardless of whether it's a spiritual mission or what have you, Lee Valiant is going to have to go through Zane Dawson. And I will be honest with you, as much as we talk about Ray Kandrak, as tough as he is, this man, Zane Dawson, may be equally as tough. And look where it got Ray. It's just what I'm saying. Big clothesline from the middle rope, takes down Zane Dawson. Lee Valiant covers him. Not going to get a man like him like that, though. That's not going to work.
And I'm surprised that, like I said, but Lee is staying focused. He's staying on the task at hand because he knows if he lets up just 1 second, it only takes 3 seconds to win a match.
Zane Dawson, of course, one of the bigger bullies in the sport of professional wrestling, thinks he's going to pick on a guy like Valiant. He has another thing coming. But, of course, Zane Dawson's not a stupid man either. He knows who he's facing. Valiant, of course, knows a bit about Zane Dawson. So, interesting matchup.
Crowd starting to get behind Lee Valiant.
Valiant calling for the sliced bread. This might be a little early. Dawson knows the counter. He got him. Oh, belly to back, drops him right across the knee. Right across the kidneys. He's going to be peeing blood.
And I think that, you know what, Corey? And I think that actually messed up Lee. You know, as a guy here, you
actually it mess up anybody.
But you've got, like I said, when you play to the crowd instead of focusing on your opponent, if you give your opponent that 1 split second, he can counter it as he did. And now the match seems like it's taking a turn and towards the direction of Zane Dawson.
I mean, you may have a point there, but also you have to take in consideration Valiant sometimes draws from the crowd. He may not have it in himself to do it, but with people behind him and pushing him, he forces himself to. That's what Lee Valiant's all about. It's all heart.
And you've got to commend a guy like that. He's you know, he took
it's commendable, but it doesn't mean, you know, he's going to have to take the same road everybody else takes back to that heavyweight championship. That's why he's in there with Zane Dawson. Valiant firing off big right hands, backs Dawson in, goes to whip him off. That was a mistake reversal. Zane catches him with a knee to the gut. Oh, nice club to the back, sends Valiant down right in the middle of the ring.
Zane Dawson actually sending a message to Arik Royal as he continues to lay it on to Lee Valiant.
Well, if Zane's successful tonight and Arik Royal, of course, is successful, they'll meet on May 4th, but there's so many potential matchups running through my head right now. I enjoy it. Robbie Walsh back in there laying the count. Of course, I'm not sure if even Robbie Walsh would end a match like that. That's this big. This is a big deal.
you know, Zane Dawson jarring at the crowd, that may come back to haunt him as well. Like I said, if you focus too much on the crowd at hand and not on your opponent, sometimes that can come to backfire on you.
Slick move from Valiant, catches him with a jawbreaker, back Zane to the corners on him with right hands. I've felt those a few times. They sting a little bit. Quite a bit, honestly. Valiant takes off, comes in, Zane's out of the way. Meets him in the middle, runs him in head first. He got a lot of momentum behind that. Dawson's gonna cover him. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, no.
It's only a 2 count. And I'm surprised at Zane Dawson not being able to take out Lee Valiant more and not being able to actually, you know, wrap this match up.
We're talking about 2 insanely tough guys.
Crowd starting to get behind Lee Valiant. Is that enough energy to help Lee Valiant prevail in this matchup against Zane Dawson here tonight at high tension here at the CWF Sportatorium?
Clubs Valiant across the face and has now landed right hand straight to the bridge of the nose. This dude's violent.
He's Zane Dawson. Like I said, one half of the Dawson brothers. You know, it's interesting that you don't see his brother out here, but like I said earlier, he's here on a mission to prove that he can handle it on his own.
Zane may bend the rules and outright break them from time to time, but one thing you won't call him is a coward. He is, in fact, one of the few bullies that if you stand up to him is willing to punch you in the face. You better be ready to fight when you step up to this guy. Reversal, Valiant in the corner, jumps up to the second, catches Zane with a right hand. Valiant jumps off, cross body, Dawson catches him. Fall away slam, that could do it.
You know, I'll be surprised if Lee Valiant gets up from that one.
That was a tough one, covers him, has both arms pinned. Oh, only got a 2 count.
You notice the resilience of Lee Valiant in this matchup, starting to pull from the crowd. It's like moments that the crowd actually gets behind Lee, and he gets, like you said earlier, he gets that energy from the crowd, and he's able to come back and give it to Zane Dawson.
They certainly will rally Valiant back to his feet, and oftentimes rally him to a victory, but this could be the wrong guy. Crowd chanting, "Let's go Valiant." Zane Dawson looks like he's setting him up for that lariat. If you have never felt this, you do not know the pain. Drop kick catches Zane Dawson, sends him down. Valiant's on top of him. Shoot reverse. Catches him coming off with a flying elbow. Takes down Dawson. Both men are down. They're on their knees, coming back up. Valiant charges, gets backdrop, but he lands on the apron. Comes in, there's Valiant with a slingshot spear, takes down Dawson, covers him, hooks the leg too, yo!
Only a 2 count. I guess you've got to give it to Lee, being able to do a slingshot.
The slingshot suplex is a tough move this late in the match, I understand.
Springboard spear, as
springboard.
But it wasn't enough to get Zane Dawson.
If it was, the match would be over.
Pulling from the crowd again goes Lee Valiant. You've got to give it to him. He's, like I said, he's out for redemption here. He knows that on May 4th, if he can pull it out, he'll get a—
Oh, boot to the face. Oh, man, he's going to take off. I've seen this before. Valiant has 2. He counters it with a shining enziguri. Both men are down again. Who's going to make it up first? Whoever makes it up first is Dawson. He may win this thing, but he stumbles to the outside. He's trying to catch a breather. Valiant's right behind him. Oh, elbow to the face.
10 minutes has expired. 10 remaining.
Hooks him up. He's going to suplex him to the floor. He's going to oh. Valiant luckily hooks the top rope, lands on the apron. Hooks him up. Neck breaker on the apron.
This Corey has an awesome match, a back and forth, both competitors to go. Once you think it's going one direction, it goes the other direction. My friend, you put together a great matchup here tonight.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Valiant makes his way up. He's going to the top rope. He's going to drop that elbow in tribute to Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. There it is. Right to the heart, ironically, 2. No! 2 count only.
You gotta give it to a guy like Zane Dawson. Lee Valiant is giving him everything he's got in this matchup. Elbow drops, net breakers. It's almost like Lee is pulling everything out of his pocket because he knows the significance of this matchup.
I hope he's a magician if this is his last trick, because if it doesn't get it done, I don't know what will. Shoves him into the buckle, going for that sliced bread. Goes for the lariat. Valiant ducks under, goes for the sliced bread. He's got him. Hooks him up, slips over. Zane's still on his feet. Lariat to the back of the head. Valiant makes his way back up. There's another lariat. Valiant's down. 1, 2, 3. Zane Dawson will challenge the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion on May 4th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall in 11 minutes 30 seconds, who will be facing the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion on May 4th, Zane Dawson!
I love it.
Oh, come on, no.
Biggest reaction is freaking hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event at CWF. High tension. It's for the CWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles. Please welcome your Mid-Atlantic Tag Team champions, the All-Stars Goon Squad, Roy Wilkins and Walter EATON.
know what they say, haters gotta hate. So keep hating because all you do is motivate. Motivate the All-Stars to the top, and we are the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. Tonight, you got a team that's supposed to be a real big deal around here. They've won a bunch of matches. They've won a bunch of titles. But one they haven't is the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles. So tonight, the All-Stars are going to prove a point that we are the greatest of all time. Tonight is just one more notch on that bat of us knocking them out of the park. So Walter, Roy, you guys know what we got to do tonight. We're taking a bounce back and we're sending you all home sad.
Welcome back, the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws, Matt Houston and Lewis Moore. Championship match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit.
Bell sounds. This match is underway for the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team top. What? Hold on. Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, we got a problem with the main event. I got to step away for just a minute. I'll be back.
All right. CWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team title matchup between Lewis Moore and Matt Houston against the Goon Squad of Roy Wilkins and Walter Eaton. Calling there will tie up. Controlled by Matt Houston. Matt Houston and Lewis Moore, the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws. They've traveled all across the Carolinas. It's been well documented. They've held numerous championships, but they're against one of the CWF Mid-Atlantic's toughest, in my opinion, toughest competitors in the Goon Squad of Walter Eaton. Walter Eaton, a former CWF Mid-Atlantic champion, two-time tag team champion. And you've got to also remember, you've got the coach, Coach Gemini here at ringside as well. Headlock by Matt Houston. You've got the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws and veteran tag. Like I said, it's two veteran teams going up against each other tonight. Control right now. It looks like the Goon Squad weren't ready for the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws. And for those that don't know, the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws won the opportunity to face the Goon Squad here at High Tension after the Battle Royal, Tag Team Battle Royal they competed in at Madness in Any Direction. You've got Matt Houston did some kind of breakdancing move in the ring. Back into a collar and elbow tie up. Into a wrist lock. Matt Houston taking advantage of Walter Eaton here in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Back into a wrist lock. Matt Houston has Walter Eaton. Oh, knee to the gut and club to the back by Walter. Another club to the back. Tags in Roy Wilkins. Into a headlock, into a wrist lock takedown by Matt Houston on Roy Wilkins. Tag's made. Tag is about to be made. In comes Lewis Moore as they continue to work on the arm of Roy Wilkins. Wrist lock takedown. Right now, you've got to give the advantage to the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, only a 1 count by Lewis Moore. Back to working on the arm of Roy Wilkins. The Mid-Atlantic Outlaws, a veteran tag team who've traveled all across the Carolinas, are actually in the moment of here as they go up against the Goon Squad for the tag team titles here at the CWF Sportatorium. Back to the arm by Matt Houston on Roy Wilkins. They're actually taking control of the arm of Roy Wilkins in this matchup tonight. Body slam by Roy Wilkins. Tags in Walter Eaton. And they're back into a wrist lock takedown by Matt Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Edsel had to go to the back. It seemed to be an altercation. It seemed to be something going on with the main event. That's why he's not here. And then you're joined here by me, Nick D. Here calling tonight's matchup for the CWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles, the Goon Squad against Matt Houston and Lewis Moore. Up to a sunset flip. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Oh, cross body by Matt Houston. 1, 2, only a 2 count. And I'm back joined at the booth by Corey Edsel.
I'm back. Matt Houston in control with an arm drag. I can't imagine what the commentary was like without me out here, Nick D.
Well, I was able to do it the best that I could.
Okay, sorry, I had that little situation came up. Tag there, Lewis Moore takes a boot right to the elbow of Walter Eaton.
I've got to say this while you were gone. It seems as though this matchup has been all favored to the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws. They're keeping Walter Eaton and Roy Wilkins grounded with that wrist lock takedown.
Well, if the Outlaws can set the pace, they're certainly going to take advantage of it and they'll walk away with the tag belts. Let's just be honest. But I don't see that happening for long since Coach is out here now.
Coach has got his team out here ready and prepared. You've got to give some. You've got a guy like Coach Jim out here on the outside. It comes to be a situation where he becomes to be an X factor here in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, you'll know about an X factor by the end of the night. I assure you. I'm pretty upset right now, Nick D. I have to apologize to everybody at home. Yeah, get him, Lewis. Lewis is chopping him up. There's 3. on the face.
Like I said,
Roy, good tag work.
Again, you've got a Mid-Atlantic Outlaws who is a veteran tag team, but you've also got a team like the Goon Squad who've been together and know how to pull all stops to win the matchup.
Well, that's an appropriate thing to say, all stops, because they're stopping any offense of the Outlaws with just that.
You know, the Goon Squad has this mentality, win if you must, but cheat if you win. As long as you get the win, it doesn't matter.
What? I think you messed that up there, Bobby
Probably
Brain.
did. Bobby Brain.
Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to give it the Nick D version, but you got what I was trying to say here.
The Nick D version, is that what you're calling it?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. That'll work. Roy throws him to the floor, and he hit hard. Roy Wilkins inviting Matt Houston in, but I know exactly. Matt Houston's too much of a veteran to fall for this. Body slam on the floor on Lewis Moore by Walter Eaton.
And that's like you have a team, like I said, it goes back to the previous point that I made. A team like the Goon Squad, even though the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws have been together a while, the Goon Squad is under the tutelage of Coach Gemini, and he has them prepared to win at all costs. You have to retain the titles. That's pretty much probably what the pep talk you gave them to them before they came out here tonight.
I can tell you right now, part of that pep talk was also we need to make an example of these guys. If they think they're going to walk into our backyard and take our tag belts, you got another thing coming. Because quite honestly, Roy Wilkins could have left Lewis Moore on the floor. The referee would have counted to 10, and that would have been the end of the match. But what they're looking to do is embarrass the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws and send them packing.
Only a 2 count for Roy Wilkins. Matt Houston trying to get the crowd involved, trying to get them to pump up Lewis Moore.
Flapjack right in the middle, shades of the Midnight Express. Roy's out, Walter stays in. Doesn't go for a cover though, might be making a mistake. Clubs him in the back. Again, right in the ribs.
Again, Corey, you brought up a good point. Not going for the cover. When you have a team like the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws who are a veteran team, you have to take advantage of it and try to win so that you can recapture the ball. The more time that you lack, that you carry on the match, it has to go into a favor of a team like the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws.
I bet Lewis Moore's never felt anything like that. Nice tag team work on behalf by the Goon Squad. I'm still a little bit upset, Nick. I have to apologize for my English language. Lewis Moore looks like he's out of it. Trying to conserve any energy he might have. Trying to catch a breather. I don't know if Roy Wilkins is going to allow it. He's got a lot of that weight right on the neck of Lewis Moore.
You've got Coach
Look at Coach Gemini. I hate that guy so much. I really just want to go hit him right now.
But we've got to understand, Court, we've got to stay control of the matchup. We've got a matchup here at hand. The Goon Squad against the Outlaws.
Nick, I wished I could say it was because of his interference in this thing, but we'll see. We'll see.
Crowd's starting to go for, trying to get behind Lewis Moore right now.
Nice elbow, catches him right in the short ribs. Sends Wilkins in, throws the clothesline. Wilkins ducks the elbow. Lewis goes for a jumping knee. Wilkins sidesteps it, chops him, catches him with 2. Takes off, gets caught with that Harley Race-like knee. Covers him instead of going for the tag. That may have been a mistake. Roy Wilkins very aware of what's going on. Single leg trip on Lewis Moore, tags in Walter. I think Lewis made a huge mistake right there, and that may cost them the tag team championship.
You've got a guy like Lewis Moore wearing him down. Matt Houston's fresh on the outside. Right now, one would assume that the match is in favor of the Goon Squad, keeping Lewis Moore in the ring as long as possible.
If Lewis gets another opportunity, he better take it. Belly to back suplex by Eaton. Hooks him up, covers him 1, 2, no. He's got to make that tag or this match is going to be over in short order. You can even see the desperation on Matt Houston's face. He knows that with a team like the Goon Squad, if he cannot get the tag, it's done. It's over with. Their tag team title hopes are finished, for a lack of a better word.
Yeah, and that's the thing where you have to give it to the advantage, but we've also failed to mention that the title does not change hands on a count-out or a disqualification. So a team like the Goon Squad could get disqualified and they still retain the belts.
Oh, and I wouldn't put it past them, but like I alluded to earlier, they looks like they want to prove a point, and they want to beat the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws. You get a tag team like the Goon Squad that motivated, that's a dangerous, dangerous thing. 1, 2, no. I don't think Roy Wilkins thought he had him with that. It's just trying to make Lewis Moore expend more energy kicking out, because it's going to get harder and harder as the match progresses.
Like I said, keeping Lewis Moore in the matchup has got to be a favor for the Goon Squad. You can tell on Lewis Moore's face that he's tired. And he needs to get a break and tag in Matt Houston. You can tell with that look on his face.
He's been in there a long time, and the clock keeps ticking. The longer he's in there, the less likely the odds of them taking the titles. It's just simple. It's just simple math. Anybody that understands just can get it. It's not trigonometry or any of them tough math classes, though. Boot to the gut. Roy Wilkins doubles him over. Whips him in. More reverses. Catches him with a big spine buster. He's got to tag.
Now, is that the moment in time where this match can go into the favor of the Outlaws? Both men are down. He's, like you said earlier, he's got to make that tag.
Only if he tags. If he doesn't tag, this thing's over. He's so close. He's just 5 or 10 feet. He's not aware of where he's at. His head's swimming, he's a little dizzy. Can he make there's the tag! Matt Houston, the fresh man, drop kick on Walter Eaton. Roy Wilkins still down. This is a good thing for Matt Houston. Big right hand throws Wilkins out, great strategy. Matt Houston showing that 20 years of ring experience right there. Neutralized the man. There it is, he's going for that double slingshot suplex. He got all of it. Walter Eaton knows where he's at, though. Rolls out of the ring. You can't win the belts on the floor. Lewis Moore looks like he's shaking the cobwebs out. May be able to take advantage of the situation. Runs, dives off the apron with a running somersault. Takes down the Goon Squad.
The last 15 minutes remain.
Matt Houston distracting the referee, does not want him to make a count right now. They cannot win the tag belts on a count out. They have to pin or make one of the members of the Goon Squad submit to take home those belts. Matt Houston takes off, gets caught by Coach. Not like this. Roy Wilkins back in, catches him with a hooking clothesline, takes down Houston, covers him, hooks the leg. 2, no!
Walter and Lewis Moore are battling on the outside here.
Man.
Coach Gemini throws a flag into the ring, flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play because he kicked out. Come on, Matt. Yeah, I'm being a little biased. Roy working over Houston. Houston's reeling, but he's still in this thing. Sits him up on the top rope. Roy's gonna follow him.
It looks like Roy's going for the superplex.
He could be going for that, in fact. Hooks him up, front face lock, swings the arm over for leverage, but Matt Houston blocks it. It opened up those ribs when he did it. Headbutt sends Roy Wilkins falling to the canvas. Matt Houston's up top. Roy Wilkins is down. Jumping leg drop off the top. Can he cover him? Walter Eaton
got that
Lewis Moore's branding iron. Charles Richardson is distracted with Coach. Wolverine has the branding iron. Catches Mac Houston right in the side of the head, right in the temple. Covers him. Uses Matt Houston's body to cover his face. The referee, Charles Richardson, doesn't realize it's the illegal man. And the Goon Squad successfully retains the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team title.
I said it earlier in this matchup. Coach Jim and I was going to play an X Factor in this matchup, and he did. Hence why you got still Tag Team champions.
Winners by pinfall, and still Mid-Atlantic Tag Team champions, the Goon Squad. Mid-Atlantic Outlaws, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to announce that Saturday night, May the 18th, right here, is going to be a very special night. We have been at this in CWF Mid-Atlantic since December of the year 2000. And on Saturday night, May the 18th, right here, will be the 350th live event promoted by CWF Mid-Atlantic. And that is thanks to all of you. So we're gonna have a lot of special things going on that weekend. On Friday night, the 17th, we're gonna be at the Alamance County Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club for a big fundraiser. It's gonna be 2 nights of wrestling, Friday and Saturday. We want to see all of you. If you can come both nights, come both nights. Friday night is for a great cause, and then Saturday night, right here, we are going to celebrate the history of CWF Mid-Atlantic. You're going to see some faces that you haven't seen in a long time. You're going to see some faces that you thought you would never see again on Saturday, May 18th, the 350th event. I hope so. If he would return a text message, I would know for sure. But I certainly hope so. But before we get to that, Saturday night, May the 4th, we're right back here. What does that make it? 348? Show 348? Yes. We're right back here on May the 4th. Zane Dawson will challenge the Mid-Atlantic champion. And a young man requested a minute to speak, and we gave it to him. Please help me welcome to the ring the newest graduate of the CWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling School, Mr. Aaron Biggs. Now, for anyone that missed Madness in Any Direction live on iPay-per-view, you can order the replay at ondemand.cwf247.com. But for anyone that missed it, Big Aaron here had his first professional match against the Mecca Mercenary. You wanted to come out here and talk to everybody? Big man, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Stubbs. Gibsonville, let me hear ya. For those who don't know who I am, I've been training here for a while now. I helped out outside the ring, I did security, and I just made sure everything on the outside of the ring was ran correctly. 3 weeks ago, I was given an opportunity to perform for all of you right here in the middle of this ring. Me and Mecca went toe to toe. He gave me everything he had, and I gave him everything I had. And I let all of you down, and I just want to say, I'm sorry. I don't like letting people down. That's just not what I do. So maybe soon in the near future, I want another shot at the monster they call Mecca Mercenary. Mecca, I'm coming. And it's not the same guy you got at Madness in Any Direction. This is a whole new guy. This is a man who you pissed off, and I'm not gonna be finished until I lay you down, and I lay you down for good. Corey, you granted my wish when I asked you for my debut match. I'm coming to you again. I want a rematch. I don't care when, I don't care where, but I want a rematch. I know I can beat the Mecca Mercenary. All you gotta do is give me a shot. One more time. One more time.
There it is, CWF247.com. We'll have the information if we sign that rematch. Randolph, let's kick off the second half of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Biggs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next bout at CWF. High tension. It's scheduled for 6-man tag team action. One fall with 20-minute time limit. Please welcome out first, the Aftermath! CWF Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, Trevor Lee, your Rising Generation League Champion, Ben Tyler, and Chip Sterling!
Underling. I'm Chet Sterling. What it's all about.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome their opponents tonight. The tag team of Robin Tyrone Golfin, Joe Smooth Lee, and Andrew Everett Cross.
And there is the bell for our next contest, 6-man tag team action. This is Cecil Scott alongside the one and only Nick D. And Nick D, this 6-man tag, more than anything else, boldly personifies the youth movement of CWF Mid-Atlantic. You have the new aftermath, Ben Tyler, Chet Sterling, and their leader, Trevor Lee, against Chris Lee, Robin Golphin, and the newly minted Andrew Cross.
It started madness in any direction. It's now going to a time in high tension tonight. Cecil, it's safe to say this is not business. This is actually personal tonight.
It's definitely personal. Trevor Lee, in so many words, stole the identity of Chiva Kid, now Andrew Cross. He's made this kid have to start from scratch. A whole new persona, a whole new identity. And Trevor Lee, you saw him come out with the Chiva Kid mask. It's actually on the ring post in their corner.
You've also got the historic history between Chris Lee and Ben Tyler, who's gone at it several months for that coveted RGL title. And then you've got Chet Sterling and Robin Tyrone Golphin in the match. It should be a good matchup tonight.
Oh, very good match. You don't see Robin Tyrone Golphin RTG every show. We usually see him with his partner Terrell Givens. Chet Sterling, actually looking at Chet, looks like he's been hitting the weights, hitting the gym here lately.
You know, when you got a guy like Chet Sterling, and now that you've got this new, as we say, the new aftermath, you really don't have a choice. Chet Sterling knows in the back of his mind that he's got to be able to hold his weight. It's no more Rick Converse. It's no more X Cyrus. It's only Ben Tyler, Trevor Lee, and now Chet Sterling.
Right, and in a certain way, they're kind of all equals, but Trevor Lee would never admit that. I mean, these are all three younger guys, and they don't have to live up to a lofty expectation of a William Cross or a Rick Converse.
As you mentioned before, it's definitely the new youth movement here in the CWF. It's no mistaking about it. You've got Chris Lee, the self-professed Rookie of the Year.
Right,
you know,
Chet Sterling, who also professes to be Rookie of the Year.
The best ever Ben Tyler, Trevor Lee. I mean, the CWF, is safe to say, is definitely headed into a bright future here with these young talent here in the CWF.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we could not ask for a better crop of young wrestlers that we have right now. Of course, Andrew Cross getting national attention. Recently came off of a couple of shows with CZW. Competed in the Best of the Best tournament. Made a good showing for himself. And getting the better of Ben Tyler right now, kind of got a foot up on him.
You know, it's kind of interesting. You've got several different dynamics, but you've got to give it. I mean, you have to give props to Andrew Cross. I mean, he's traveled doing different shows and for CCW and things like that. He's actually, in my opinion, the poster child of the CWF, and I think to that degree, you have a guy like Trevor Lee who's somewhat jealous of that.
I'd say he's very jealous, man. Andrew Cross, beautiful drop kick. Whether he asked for it or not, he's kind of become the de facto face of the promotion just because he's getting the most attention. Oh, and the way Trevor Lee looks at it, he's like, hey, I was in that match in Philadelphia too. How come nobody's talking about me?
Well, you gotta look at it like it's almost like high school.
Right.
You know, you've got the jocks that, you know, the guys that are the so-called athletes, you know, they kind of get all the girls and things like that. And then you've always got that one kid that's not necessarily a jock, but is able to stand out his own. And sometimes the jocks have a problem with that. And in this case, you've got the aftermath who are quite frankly knowing that they feel as though they are the big dogs now here in CWF. And you got a guy like Andrew Cross that says, wait a second, big boy, I think I'm here to be able to play as well.
Right, he's doing it on his own. That's the difference. And it's some very fast-paced action here. I don't think this thing's going to slow down for a second. Went for a jumping side kick, and Ben Tyler very wisely makes a tag to Chet Sterling. And this is another rivalry, Chet Sterling and Chris Lee. They've been competing to see who's the best rookie in CWF Mid-Atlantic. They did battle back at Ultimate Survivor, if I recall, in the RGL tournament.
You know, I've actually got a chance to see these two work together, you know, against each other in several different capacities. You know, you have that dynamic. Two rookie guys who came in at the same time who both feel, hey, the two young lions, only one can be the self-professed rookie of the CWF.
Right. They all feel like there's only so much of the pie to go around, and they both want it. Beautiful arm drag off the top. Chase Manny Guerrero in a nice arm drag. Beautiful, beautiful Ricky Steamboat arm drags. Chris Lee, I'm sorry to cut you off, but he's a guy who's come so far in just a short amount of time.
I mean, you've got a guy who came from 102 Jams, the hip-hop station here in Greensboro. Now it's the traffic anchor in the evenings for WXI. See, in so many words, Chris Lee, it's almost like, what can he not do?
Right.
He's done it. If you name it, he's probably done it. From radio to television.
Running a nightclub. And
now to professional wrestler. He's got a lot on his plate, but you know what? I've got to hand it to Chris Lee. He's able to hold it in strides.
You know what he doesn't have on his plate? Sleep.
I mean, when you got a guy like him, 24/7, 365, that's all you know.
But he doesn't take any shortcuts. Oh, nice elbow right to the chops. No shortcuts. He does everything under the 10%. And that elbow only stunned him for a second. Right back up on Trevor Lee, who is the most experienced member of this Aftermath team.
You know, Trevor Lee has been wrestling since the age of 16.
Yep.
Where most of these guys normally come in to around 18, 19 years old. He started at the young age of 16. I actually got a chance to see some of the old footage of Trevor Lee, and you could tell back then, as the term is, that, you know, most people have that star in their eye. I saw in those previous footage archives, thinking the CWF archives, he had that star in his eye that you knew Trevor Lee was destined for success.
He always had it. He's a second-generation guy. And the funny thing about it is, in North Carolina, you're actually not supposed to be able to train to wrestle until you're 18. He wrestled under a mask for the first 2 years of his career for that very reason. And on topic here, Chris Lee has all of a sudden found himself in the wrong part of town.
Well, that's the thing when you got a team like the Aftermath. You know, that you've never, to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, we've never actually seen a team like Andrew Cross, RTG, and Chris Lee team together. Well, you've got a team like the Aftermath who's teamed together several times in so many different capacities. You kind of have somewhat of a cohesiveness together.
Right. You know, I always say a great team will beat a bunch of great individuals. We got kind of a cobbled together team from Andrew Cross. Great individuals, but can they beat a well-oiled machine? Hey, Chris Lee, got to see if he can't get that done.
It looks like Chris Lee was trying to set up for Soul Food at one time. That's the patented finishing move of Chris Lee.
Oh, beautiful side kick. And Chet Sterling's wrestled Chris Lee enough where he knows that Soul Food was coming.
I mean, it's been to me, in my opinion, I've seen it. You know, they've battled in different areas. Those two I can say have traveled to Carolinas going head-to-head, one-on-one against each other.
Right, and I think it's a rivalry we're going to see for many years to come. And we have RTG, who just got blindsided by Ben Tyler. RTG, by far the smallest man in this match. Probably got the most heart, though.
You know, RTG reminds me a lot of a young Rey Mysterio. He's small in stature, but he has the heart of a lion.
He does. And Chris Lee just took a nasty spill thanks to Trevor Lee. And they have just isolated, well, maybe not. RTG going to try to fight 2-on-1 here. Blockbuster out of the corner by Chet Sterling. Beautiful.
It looks like we've got Ben Tyler and Chris Lee going head-to-head. We also know that story between those two over the RGL title.
Oh.
Kick to the face by Trevor Lee. Taking out Chris Lee.
Oh,
super kick by Ben Tyler on the floor to Andrew Cross.
And what the Aftermath have done here, they have effectively split the numbers. And now it's pose time.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
I said that before. I said it again. We thought the fun athletic guys with Chet Sterling was over. It's safe to say, Cecil, I think they're only just beginning.
Oh, yeah. And now they feel like they got the world in their hands. You know, they're not answering to Rick Converse. They're not answering to William Cross. So they feel like big shots.
You know, Trevor Lee made the statement by attacking X Cyrus to let him know that there's only one leader of the Aftermath, and that guy is Trevor Lee.
Right. What a unusual turn of events that was at Madison. Oh, my God. Andrew Cross is livid. I think if he got alone with the Aftermath, he may attempt to take their life right now. He was another victim of the Aftermath, just like Cyrus and Rick Converse were at Madness in Any Direction.
But what we're feeling the document here is Andrew Cross is the son of William Cross.
Right.
And just like anybody, if you see your dad getting beat up by a bunch of guys that you don't think deserve it, you're actually going to come to the defense of your father.
Right, and it's not like, you know, for many years, Chiva Kid or Andrew Cross didn't necessarily agree with what his dad was doing out here, but at the end of the day, it's something I can very personally relate to. At the end of the day, your dad is your dad, no matter what kind of beef you got.
And that's the point, Cecil, where things become personal. When you cross the line and you affect someone's family, it doesn't matter if it's your brother, your sister, when you affect someone's family, it then becomes the fun of having fun and entertaining people to becoming personal. And when it becomes personal, that's when things start to kick up another notch.
And RTG is just taking a pounding, and Chris Lee's had enough. But he better be careful because he's doing more harm than good right now. Robin Golphin just took 3. Well, maybe not. Trevor Lee's going to pose instead of doing a move here.
You've got to hit, like I said, somebody like Trevor is one of those guys that you have to watch. He's got that arrogant, cocky attitude. To him, in his eyes, he can do no wrong. He's almost like a magician in the ring.
He's such a great wrestler, but he's got that only child syndrome where he thinks it's all about him. And headbutt to the face. RGG's not going to stop fighting, but Trevor Lee, he's such a great wrestler, but once he starts getting up on a guy, once he's in control, he gets so arrogant and sometimes he loses focus.
It's almost like as we say, the arrogant syndrome in professional sports. You've got a guy who knows that he's good, but he's too good. He's too good for his own good.
You know who I compare him to? Floyd Mayweather. He's somebody who's so talented. He's so good, and it makes you just want to see him get his mouth punched, you know? You want to see him get his butt kicked just because he is so good and he knows it. But sometimes being really good is a detriment because you think nobody can beat you.
Definitely. And you've got a guy like RTG, they're actually keeping him grounded, not being able to make a tag. You know, that in so many ways, that could go to a play against the Aftermath. Being able to keep him grounded, not being able to make that tag to Chris Lee or Andrew Cross. When you keep a guy in the ring for so long, you start to get tired. Fatigue starts to set in. But the crowd is starting to get behind RTG right now. Hopefully, he can use that to his advantage and being able to get that fresh tag in.
Right. And you take enough punishment in these tag team matches, and at least to making some mistakes. You know, you want to use your energy to try to make that tag, but some guys will want to try to nail one big move out of desperation. And RTG gets the elbow, gets a boot on Ben Tyler, dumps Trevor Lee. Now's his chance to make that tag, but here's what I'm talking about. He'd let Chet Sterling close in on him. Meeting of the heads there.
It's almost like a situation where because he's a young guy, he's still got that young determination, that resilience, that heart, that it comes to backfire.
Here's a tag.
And he tags in Andrew Cross, and he goes right. Oh my gosh!
And you notice Trevor Lee got the hell out of there. Big kick on Ben Tyler. Ducks it from Chet Sterling, flying forearm.
Andrew Cross is using the crowd to actually get motivated to take out the Aftermath.
It's so weird seeing his face out there in the ring to me. But he is cleaning house here. Falcon Arrow. Watch out for Trevor Lee from behind. Duck.
We've got actually accidental by Ben Tyler on Trevor Lee.
He got him with the enziguri to the back of the head. He's gonna fly. Crowd's scattering here. I gotta stand up. Chet Sterling distracted him. Low blow by Ben Tyler on Chris Lee.
Roll up, kick to the face by Andrew Cross.
Oh, Pele caught him right in the mouth. Chet Sterling. Flip dive to the outside. I'd say Chet Sterling's cleared out of this match now. Springboard, drop kick.
He's actually got the crowd standing to their feet for Andrew Cross right now.
And I wondered if the fans would take to him without the Chiva mask. I think those questions have been answered. He has effectively split the numbers here against the Aftermath. Oh, what happened?
He actually ended up hitting Chris Lee. That's why, again, a veteran move by Trevor Lee was able to get out the way and actually Andrew Cross ended up hitting.
Oh! Yeah, he called his own partner. RTG went for that big punch. Oh, RTG. German.
The winner, the aftermath.
Man, I'm surprised Ray let that go. RTG was not the legal man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Arik Royal!
We promoted this night as the night that came after the craziest night in CWF history at Madness in Any Direction. And to be perfectly honest, tonight has also been pretty freaking crazy. Corey Edsel, myself, and the rest of the people that run this place believe in being honest with our audience. So he and I have come to the ring tonight to be honest. Matt Smith is not here. We do not know why. We do not know any more information than that. He is not here. He has not spoken to me. He's not spoken to Corey. We do not know. So, with that in mind, we do have to have a main event tonight. We are going to have a title defense tonight. And Kamish, what have you come up with?
There's no turning back now. This is what makes me. This is what I am, yo. QB. Come on. I'll tell you, I have the solution. I have the solution. Matt Smith, look, I know you don't know what's going on, Brad, but I do. Matt Smith tweeted that there's a big giant wreck on I-85. He was in a 65-car pileup because of the fog out there tonight. So everybody going home, don't get on 85 because it's backed up for miles all the way to Charlotte. You can't even get anywhere. He couldn't make it, and he said, you know, somebody deserving should win it. Perhaps the person that was the runner-up in the Corey Edsel tournament. Corey, I mean, nobody has a better right for this match. I've heard about enough out of you. For the past year, you've done nothing but try to drive me nuts. You might want to back off. I'm very angry right now.
So what?
The rules apply to you just like everybody else. You don't barge out here on my show demanding anything. You're bad, aren't you? Baddest man on the planet. You know what? For a tough guy, you sure do whine a lot. And you let a punk do your talking.
That's the coach. He ain't no punk.
Yeah.
That's the coach. The coach. The brain.
I'll tell you what. What's it worth to you?
What's it worth?
If I give you a match right now for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, what's it worth?
What's it worth to you, Ray? What's it worth, Ray? What's it worth?
Everything. Everything?
You get rid of him.
Coach, he said everything. How about this? I'll give you your title match right now. If you lose, you go get your bags and you walk out of here. And as long as I'm commissioner, I don't want to see you again. Hey, we got no problem with that. This is the champ. This is the MVP. He's the one that made the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship mean something. This is the man, and tonight we're going to reclaim it. It's going in the trophy case with the tag titles. We're going to be the champs.
And everything, everywhere.
I wasn't done. Did I say I was finished? I saw what you did earlier. I was sitting right there. I can't do anything about it. You cost the Mid-Atlantic Outlaws the tag team titles. I saw it. Everybody saw it. The good Lord saw it. If you step over the line even once, you're out of here just like Ray if he loses tonight. If I step over the line? Well, what line is that, Corey Edsel? Because there's some lines I want to cross around here. There's people that's ticking me off, and you're on the top of the list. So if you want to get in somebody's face, I'll get in your face, and I'll dare you to do something about it. Because I'm the coach, and I run stuff around here. This is my place. This is my ring. This is my building. You're out of here. Come on. Start the match, Charles. I'm not going anywhere.
Ray Kandrak not wasting any time. We've got an impromptu title match. Matt Smith is not here. Ray Kandrak put his career on the line to get this match.
I mean, Coach Gemini is being taken out by the commissioner. We've got Arik Royal defending against Ray Kandrak, and if Ray loses, he's gone.
He's gone, and this Ray Kandrak has only lost to Arik Royal twice ever. So he has an advantage in that sense. And wow, this is just out of nowhere. And I don't think this is going to be pretty at all. These two men hate each other. They've been fighting for 3 years.
I mean, if I'm not recalling, Arik Royal defeated Ray Kandrak back at Battlecade for that coveted CWF Mid-Atlantic title. Right. So we know the history between these two.
And they also did battle in the finals of the Weaver Cup, which Arik Royal also won to get that title shot. But prior to that, prior to the Weaver Cup, Arik Royal had never beaten Ray Kandrak.
And this is a time.
Oh, headbutt.
Does Ray have what it takes to beat him tonight?
European uppercut. And Arik Royal was definitely prepped for Matt Smith. This is not Matt Smith.
By a long shot. Back, double axe handle to the back.
What do we got here? Ray gun.
Ray going for the Ray gun.
Arik Royal able to fight out of it. These two know each other very well. Arik Royal off the ropes. Man, flying kick to the side of the head. Two.
He beat him. He beat him.
That's it?
Arik Royal defeats Ray Kandrak.
In a matter of a couple of... Ray Kandrak's gone. That is it for Ray Kandrak.
Ray Kendrick, a former CWF Mid-Atlantic champion. Pretty much the head of the All-Stars is gone from the CWF Mid-Atlantic.
I can't believe this. Ray Kendrick, I trained with Ray Kendrick.
53 seconds, your winner is still CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Arik Royal!
I trained with Ray Kendrick. We debuted on the same night. We were longtime partners, and I can't believe this.
He's gone.
Wait, Zane Dawson.
Zane Dawson with the lariat on Arik Royal.
The new #1 contender. He beat Lee Valiant earlier in the night.
And Cecil, he's actually got on...
Somebody get him a mic.
He's got on Arik Royal's shirt.
Arik Royal. I'm coming, and I'm taking the title.
Out comes Lee Valiant.
And Lee Valiant apparently not happy about what happened earlier, or just trying to help his friend.
That back was dying. That back was worthless. All I did was stake the heart of the foundation. That's all I did. I crumbled. Listen up. May 18th, right here in this building, CWF Mid-Atlantic is having its 350th show. And you know why that's important? Because on May 18th, you three are going to be in a main event match against myself, against the champ, Arik Royal, and against Andrew Crump.
Charles, give me my belt.
We'll be back right here on Saturday, May 4th, leading up to show number 350, right here on May 18th. Give it up for Rick Converse, Andrew Cross, and Arik Royal. Good night.